Hello, it's Dominique. So part 3, we're finishing the project. So what I've done here, I've sewn on all my my cards, my file folders, and then my signatures, except for the last one, because I wanted to show you how to sew with a card in it, because I kind of had forgotten to do that. So this one I just glued, and it's okay. Maybe I'll make it a little belly band, something, we'll see. And then the other ones, though, I thought about it, and then I've sewn them on, all of them. See here, this one's going to be a little pocket. I'm going to put a little string here on that hole. And this one is on the top. So you have to have some on the top and the bottom so that you don't have all the thickness at the same place. And this will have probably a little magnet, it'll be cute. So the last one, well, then this one here. This one here. So last one I've started, so I've matted everything, as you can see. So I've started to sew that on. So I went through here, I went through the file on the top, then I went there, and then I went there. Now I'm there. So I'm going to show you how to sew this one. So now we're going to do the top again, on top of the file folder. Okay, yes, we do have enough. Then I'm going to go, if you want to put something on the top, you're going to go now, doing that one in the hole, and then going through that, and then continuing. But if you want to have it at the bottom, then you would go through the papers here, through this, and then through that one for the bottom, because it has to kind of wrap the papers. So this one I want to have on the top. So I'm going to go first here, make sure it's upright. Then this one here, through here. So this goes in there. Here. Now I go through the ones on the bottom in the papers, sheets. Let me get this one right, because I kind of didn't go exactly in the fold. There. And then you go through the last one, this one here. And then you pull tight, make sure everything, you can go check and see if everything is really nice and stiff, tight. And then you just make a knot here. Still using the sticky double-sided sticky score tape, that's what it is. And I cut this. So this is all the sewing we've done. These are all our books. It's pretty thick. I like it very much. So I've matted all those here, as you can see, in the front with the cards. But then I realized that I only had 12 cards and I wanted to put some on the covers, the inside and the outside of the cover. So I decided to just mat the back with just scraps that I have. And this one here. So in the back, I've only done this here and this here. This was a little tricky because I had to go around. I had cut my sheets this like up to here, no, up to here, but then I still had to go like this. So I had to kind of stencil a little bit of them, and then managed to do that pretty good, I guess. The best as I could do. So here you could, I'm not going to add anything because I would like people to put something in there, and then they can just hold it. And the thing is that, as you can see, these are horizontal. So once I'm going to glue that on here and tie it, it's going to be a little book that's going to hold like this instead of like this. And people can go with the files here, and they can still write this way here, or they can write this way, but I think it will be a little bit awkward. And this also, we want the pockets, and these are going to be pockets. So I would go like the signatures, I would read like regular, like this, and then here you have the file, you can put stuff there. So if there's anything there, since it's standing like this, then it won't, sorry, I was like this. I was probably out of frame. So here, because it's going to be standing like this, everything is going to be held tight in the files. Everything's going to stay there. And also what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some embellishment here for sure, and on the back as well. And also I'm going to add, maybe leave something here, like the whole thing like this. I'm going to leave it so that people can write something there, or right here, or maybe put a picture, whatever they want. But I'm going to add a little bit of like some pockets. Maybe I'll see, because I have those I could use. Maybe just glue that down there, and they can stuck stuff there. And the one with the magnet is over there. Here, of course, it's going to be just a little pocket. They can put stuff here, and it won't fall either this way or this way. And then here is going to be little magnets, so they can put little pictures there if they want to. My auto frame. No, I'm good. Here, and then magnets. I'm going to use the tiny ones. I'm going to show you the ones I'm using. There. So those are the ones that I get at Home Depot. They're really tiny. I'm going to show you here. Here, I don't know if you can see. There are 2 here. Oops. There are 2. So they're really, really tiny. So because there is no tension here, because there's not like anything bulky that's going to be added onto that inside of the book, then I would go with those. And then just glue those in there. And then maybe punch a little flower and then just put it there. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I want to show you how to glue that on here. Also here, I suggest, if you're watching the whole series, well, only 3 videos, but still the whole series before you do the whole project, I would suggest that this sheet here that we've put here to reinforce the folds here of the cover, I would go like a bigger piece, and I would get it on top of, or anyways, doesn't matter on top of, but I would have the whole thing here. I had to add some strips here because it was not going far enough for my card here to cover. Because this is pretty much larger than the cards, because the cards are inside and you have to have the cover larger than whatever you have inside. So that's why. And here I made a little belly band on this one. I wanted to make a file on this one before I glue this, and then my envelopes were too big or too small if I cut them in half, so I decided not to. Maybe I'll have a little interaction here on the back. Well, on the back I already have the belly bands, but here I might have a little booklet or something. I'll see. So, and then all the embellishments here. But I want to show you how to glue this on. So I'm going to use my glue here. Here I have fabric on the sides right here, so I'm going to glue. And because I have all of this, I think I'm going to use all the glue for the whole thing with the fabric glue. Even though there's sticky tape there, I would still do this for the strings to stick on the spine. Make sure you have enough, because then it's really hard to access. And you have to center everything. You make sure everything is upright. And this is upright. So I'm going to go here. That's exactly where I want it. I'm going to press around here on the sides. And then just by pressing this, I'm sure everything's going to stick right there, because the whole thing is covering all the pages, and everything is covering the strip of paper that we've used to sew everything on together. So it's kind of pushing on everything here. So I'm going to hold on to that. So that's going to be our book. And when we tie it, and if there's stuff in there, they can still tie it like this. There's so much room here so that it wouldn't go like this for sure. Because most of it is paper, they're going to just write on them. There's not going to be that much stuff, maybe a little bit here, but there's no gusset here, so they can't go like shove a whole bunch of things in there. So they're going to put a couple of things in there, so it won't go as thick as, thicker than that. This is now, I wouldn't go more than that. So you just tie this, and then it's going to be the book like this with all the embellishments I'm going to add. So I'm going to finish that tonight, and tomorrow I'll come back with the finished product. So thank you for watching, and as I said last time I made a tutorial, I said if you want to see how to make this, I suggest you watch all 3 tutorials to see the process before you start, so you know how it works. Because sometimes I say things that I should have done differently after I've done it. So I prefer that people just watch the whole thing, and then after they can start and they've had all the informations before they start everything. So there you go. So you got it. If you liked it, just press on the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, as you can see, I make tutorials, I make share projects, project share videos and everything. So you can watch a lot of things, and you can also go check my Facebook page, just in case you want to go just with the Facebook page, which is Scrapbooking Freak, because that's me. I'm pretty freak about scrapbooking. And so you can watch things, but mostly everything that I put on YouTube goes on to my Scrapbooking Freak Facebook page. But and also sometimes I have extra things that are put on my Facebook page, but not on my YouTube channel if it's not a video, just pictures or things like that. So make sure you subscribe or like my page so you can see what's happening. He's cute. Look at this. How cute is this? I'm going to use that for sure. Decoration. I might mat those. Maybe the inside too. You'll see. So stick around and make sure you watch the final project share video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Happy scrapping.